Hello out there, Denture family. It's me again. I'm going to talk to you today. After my food video yesterday, I was rewatching it and noticed that I was chewing with my mouth open. I don't normally do that, but I started after watching that. I think I posted in there that I was having some issues eating with my mouth closed, and I started to pay more attention to it, and I saw that chewing with my mouth closed was very difficult because it's like, I don't know, like I had to kind of push my mouth closed. I mean, it'll close all the way, but I've noticed I kind of have to push it closed, and to chew, it's like, I guess maybe it's because I had the TMJ, that I don't feel like there's enough room in there to chew it adequately with my mouth closed. So I think even despite the small bites I was taking yesterday, except for that one big one, I may have to take smaller bites in order to get my food ground up properly, at least until, I don't know, we get some kind of adjustments or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do about that. I guess I'll be checking with my dentist on that. But I did want to talk to you today about prepping. Gator Johnny just posted a video today on mentally preparing yourself for the extractions and dentures. And, sorry, that's great, but I wanted to talk to you guys about what you can physically do to prepare yourself for your procedure. There's a lot of things you can do. Health-wise, you can, make sure that you're in good physical health other than what's going on in your mouth. Now, I know that, I feel like I'm swollen over here, but that's actually my denture. I know that having bad teeth can affect your health in other ways, and it can actually even be a contributing factor to heart attacks. So, but making sure that your body is as healthy as you can possibly be before your procedure will help you heal faster. I'll take vitamins and other supplements because I had gastric bypass, so I take vitamins D and C, I take iron, I take multivitamin, a B complex, and my nose itches. I think that means I've got company coming. I hope not. My house is a disaster. But making sure that your body is as physically prepared as you can possibly be. I'm clacking. They're not fitting too well. I think I'm gonna have to get into the dentist sooner than as soon as I possibly can. But getting the items that you need to prepare yourself for surgery. I got gauze pads. I got a denture cup. I got the tablets to clean your dentures with. I got denture adhesive. I got several different kinds so I could try them all. I got the strips. I got the tube with the ointment like stuff in it. I got powder adhesive. I got all that to prepare. I got 2 squirt bottles. I think I showed you in a previous video the squirt bottles that I got. I got Tylenol, not Tylenol, I'm sorry, ibuprofen. But also, the other things that I did to prepare myself, I had that list and I went down it and I got everything I need, including foods, to, the weekend before my surgery. But I also made a point to call my dentist on the Friday before. My surgery was on a Monday. And I called them the Friday before and said, hey, I'm supposed to take these 2 pills an hour before. Do I need to come in like early in the morning and get that prescription and get it filled? Or how do you want to do that? Well, they called me back the next day on Saturday and said, hey, can you, I'm glad you called. I meant to call you back yesterday. Didn't get a chance. But they asked me if I could, I needed to sign some paperwork before they could give me the prescriptions. So I went down to the office and I signed the rest of the financial paperwork, the surgery permission, all the the permission forms that you need to sign before even a surgery in the hospital. And I got my instructions. They went ahead and gave me my instructions for the post-op and for taking care of the dentures and all that stuff. They also gave me prescriptions for the Halcyon that I took an hour before the procedure. They gave me prescriptions for antibiotics, pain pills, and the mouthwash. They gave me a prescription for magic mouthwash and a chlorhexidine. I did not get the magic mouthwash because that was... I was on a dental discount plan, and I had insurance. My insurance only covers 50%. Even with 50%, that magic mouthwash was like $35 or $40. So I didn't need it. It's only for as needed as pain, and I had the oral gel, so I thought I'll just deal with that. So I got the rest of it filled, and it only costed me like $20 to get all of the prescriptions filled. The day before the surgery, I went ahead and started taking my antibiotics. So I already had a good 24 hours of antibiotics on board before I had my surgery. Physically preparing also, my procedure was scheduled for 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I volunteer at church, so I went in at church the usual time at 10 o'clock, and I left there at about 11:30. to come home, and I was supposed to eat a full meal, which I did, because they won't do the procedure if I didn't eat the full meal. They wanted to be sure that I kept my blood pressure and oxygen levels up, and felt like I could do that better with the full meal. So I ate, and then I took the Halcyon, and then nothing after that. No memory. But before that, we set up the bedroom. We got the bed set up with the pillows and my laptop and books and my remote, so that I could all I needed to worry about was to come home and climb into bed and just start healing. So we didn't have to stop at the store and get prescriptions filled. I didn't have to sit and wait for my husband to go in there. We like to prepare ahead. My husband and I are both of the same mind of that. We like to prepare ourselves for any possible outcome. So I think the only mistake we made was we didn't bring a towel with us, because I did have issues with bleeding that drained out. I couldn't close my mouth all the way because I had the gauze pads, and they was kind of holding my mouth up, and so it would drain out onto my shirt and on my seatbelt. So I had to get that stain out. I also wore a pajama dress, or nightgown. And yeah, I wore that to church, but nobody could tell it was a nightgown. So all I wanted to do was just come home and just climb into bed, not have to worry about pulling clothes over my head and putting anything on, taking anything off. So all I had to do was just crawl into bed. That was it. And that's exactly what I did. But there are physical things that can help you also mentally prepare. The physical things I did other than that too was find some denture support groups on Facebook. I watched every video I could find on YouTube, from Callan Jacks to Bill Westland to Margaret, Stephanie, can't remember her last name now that I'm done blank, but anyway, they had some great videos on how to prepare yourself, what to expect, issues that they had, mistakes that they made. Donna Sloan was another one that I found, and I think she's almost 3 months out, and she's a couple of months ahead of me. So I'm 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks out. So those were videos, and I watched them over and over, so I could prepare myself, see the mistakes that they made with theirs, so I wouldn't make the same mistakes. How they did on particular days, especially the day of their extractions, and the day after, and the day after that. And I watched them over and over again. I would go search and try to find more videos, and I found quite a few. I mean, Spider Liz was another one. Can't remember anymore. There were so many of them out there, and they all helped me mentally prepare and know what to expect. And also physically prepare. Some of the support groups on Facebook have files. If you're on a support group, or you find a support group, check in their file section. See if they have a list of things that you can get to prepare. I think, I see how I've got one pulled up right now. Now this one I'm looking at here, the preparations for your E-Day. Foods to stock up on before extractions. Things to ask at your first consultation. How do you clean the dentures? Just all that kind of stuff so you know what to expect and know what you're going to need to do before you go in for your extractions and get ready. And as for mentally preparing, Gator Johnny hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's a change. It is a drastic change. It is probably, other than having kids, getting married and having kids is probably one of the biggest changes you will ever make in your entire life. So, here comes my son down the hall with his dog. But you have to prepare and know that it's the biggest change in your entire life. Hi, John. And it'll be hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. It's not easy. But hello, Dexter. It's completely worth it. I promise you, you will get through it. And I'm only 3 weeks out. I still have a long way to go ahead. But it'll be worth it. I mean, when you can look in the mirror and you can do this, and you can go out in public and you can smile at the cashier as you're going to the grocery store, or you can go into church and talk to new members coming in the church, or new visitors. I volunteer in the nursery, and to be able to take those babies from those parents and smile at them and say, hey, enjoy the service, or as they're picking them up, say, have a great week. It's worth it. It is so worth it. I would totally do it again. Even with the problems I'm having with the pain in here, which is better, and the fact that it feels like it's getting like I'm having a monkey mouth. Dexter's a little excited right now. But it's worth it. Anyway, that's all I got today. You guys have a blessed day. God bless, and I will see you next time.